So it was a quality performance on Saturday, Steve. Saw us take 3 points for Hartley Wintney. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a fantastic performance. I mean, you look at the first goal, absolutely, a really wonderful piece of play to open them up. 4 or 5 intricate little passes in and around the box, and it was a really good finish as well. And we did that 2 or 3 times first half, funnily enough. I thought it was a really good display in the way that we managed the game. A good display that I think when we played in the right areas, we didn't try and overplay. The pitch was difficult. It's got slope. They make life difficult. So I thought, as I say, the way that we managed the game was excellent. The way that we saw the game out was fantastic. And I thought we played in the right areas. And when we needed to, we got it down. I thought we looked like a really good side going forward.
So we've got Dorchester up next, coming up this Saturday. They seem to be making the most of their stay of execution from last season and have made it a better start to this campaign. Yeah, it's still a game we'll be looking to get 3 points or at least extend our unbeaten run so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you take the cup game out and you get beat on penalties, then we've actually had a reasonable start to the season. Where a lot of people say, the teams that we've played, you would expect to get points, but those teams are actually taking points off other sides that you maybe might not expect to get points off of. So there aren't any easy games. There's no gimmies. This is another one of those that people, expectation is that we'll go there and get a result. Well, you ask Tiverton now. I watched them pre-season. They're much better than they were last year. A huge improvement from what we saw last year. They certainly won't be adrift this year. They'll be competitive. They've already shown that they can. Get half decent results, and when you beat top of the league, then I think that's a little warning sign to everybody. A shot across the bow that we're not here to lay down for anyone, and they won't do that Saturday. So we know that we've got to be at it. It'll be a different type of game, different pitch. Hopefully, the way that we play it will suit us, and we'll go out there. And I think with this group, I think we know that we're going to get lots of effort, and everybody will be trying to, as you say, keep that unbeaten run going.
And the draw for the FA Trophy, as we'll see as the weekend after that, facing Tiverton at home. Should be a good clash for both sides in good form.
Yeah, not really the ideal draw, I've got to say, but then they'll be thinking the same, and they've got to travel as well. So, I mean, I think Cal rang me up and went, hardest draw we could have got. Well, they're top of the league, and this is the highest league that is in this competition at this stage, so he's right. So, it couldn't be any harder, but it's a game that we'll look forward to. They'll look forward to. Probably nothing to lose for both teams. We're both doing all right in the league, I'm sure it'll be a really good game. And they're a good side. As I say, I've seen them twice this year already. Good side going forward. We're not bad defensively, so it should be a good matchup.
And unfortunately, Armstrong's been recalled by Bristol Rovers just as he seemed to be finding his feet after returning from injury. It's a bit of a shame. It
is a shame. I mean, I just spoke to him about 2 or 3 hours ago, and he just said, "Oh, thanks for having me back, and thanks for everything that you've done for me and all that." And I said, "No, the club's very grateful for you, for everything that you've done." So, and we've replaced him quickly with another keeper from Bristol Rovers, which is good of them. It was thrown on us a little bit, and there was a little bit of a panic for a couple of days because obviously. You look at him thinking, well, with Marcus getting his operation in November, we might be in a bit of trouble. But thankfully, we solved that puzzle quickly, and we move on, and we wish him all the best because he's top lad.
That's Alexis Andre Jr. coming in from Bristol.
We tried to get his dad, but unfortunately, no.
I've heard good things about Alexis.
So have I. So all good. Yeah, they've got some good goalkeepers at Bristol Rovers, obviously.
Excellent. Any updates on injuries? Because we've had a few rolling.
Yemi will train tonight, which is great. So really looking forward to that. Josh still struggling a little bit. We've really missed Josh. That balance on that left-hand side. There's 1 or 2 games that I think, particularly the teams that we played. The Paul Towns and the Hendons who allowed our fullbacks out and to play. Josh would have made an awful lot more of it than people who have been really shoehorned into that position. But no, we're looking forward to having Josh back. He'll be great. It gives us a different dimension to the play. But I think he's still probably another week and a half away. So we'll keep patient and we'll keep looking after him, and hopefully he's back soon.
And Kaid, who hasn't made a start for the team, has departed.
Well, departed, yeah. I mean, Kaid, I spoke to Kaid the day before Vaughan Koval was introduced to the club, so it was sort of a little bit of the timing didn't quite work, because obviously Vaughan was offered up and then taken back and then offered back up, and I spoke to Kaid the day before Vaughan was offered to us, so it didn't really fit. And Kaid, it's a long way for Kaid to come, and obviously he's 36. He understands that it just didn't quite fit, that we had somebody already to play wide for us, and it wasn't going to happen here.
Excellent. Thank you for your time, Steve.
Pleasure.